woke up to the sound of.
Oh, look at you.
And I'm like, well, yeah, you'd think, wow, hello, it is Christmas after all. There you go. So yes, so basically, I'm under the weather a little bit, and I said to the wife last night, I said I'm going to go to bed. I'm feeling like really rough.
Yeah.
She's like, no problem. So I went to bed, went to sleep a little bit, and then woke up to the sound of.
Oh, look at you.
And I'm like, well, yeah, you'd think, wow, hello, it is Christmas after all.
Yeah.
No, she sat there munching on. Funny enough, a piece of meat, but not. Yeah, anyway. And with her iPad, reading a book on her iPad.
Oh, okay.
So it's effectively like someone lying next to you with a torch in your face, while slobbering over a piece of meat which isn't yours. It's not great. No. So I turned round and give the cat a cuddle. So my feet are now next to her feet, next to her face, and vice versa. Nothing more will happen. I fall asleep, cuddling the cat. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
During the night, my missus, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I've had a couple of hours kip. I get a slap in the face with her foot. Kicks me in the face, literally kicks me in the face. And I'm like, what the hell? And what it is because the cat's lying on her part of the bed, she can't stretch her legs out, so she's sort of manoeuvring to get her blood flow and all that sort of stuff going.
Right.
And then she goes to attempt to do the same thing twice. I grab foot, shake foot, just tell her no, and,
like a ninja,
and bang it down on the bed, to which I then get a right.
Oh God, yeah.
As well as the snoring. She'll kill me for telling you that she snores. But anyway, she does laugh. Fucking freight train. But anyway.
Everyone snores.
I turned round because obviously now that's no need to be in that position anymore. Start to go to sleep, only to get slapped in the face with her hand where she's going patting like that on the pillow to see if I'm there. So
I see.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a good night's sleep.
So after 2:30, I thought that's it. I'm getting up. I'm not playing this stupid game anymore. Anyway, I'm glad you listened to this, love. Thank you very much, and I hope me shaming you in the world will do something about you, hitting me in the face.
Listen to the show, does she?
No, gosh, she doesn't listen to me anytime. What are you on about? Anyway.
Well, you'll find out soon, won't you?
It's that bit between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
Out Christmas.
Yeah, I've got a weird bit between the two. It's kind of like a Venn diagram of celebrations, isn't it? You've got Christmas, and then you got New Year, and then that little bit in between. You know, it's not really Christmas anymore, but we've got Christmas decorations up still, and now we're thinking about New Year. So, do you say Happy Christmas still, or do you say Happy New Year now? I'm still saying Happy Christmas.
Depends if you've seen the person you're speaking to before or not.
Yeah, maybe.
Before, then no, you don't say Happy New Year because it's not Happy New Year. You just say, all right.
No, I've been saying Happy New Year. I have.
You go, well, yeah, you might not see them. I suppose that's a good point. But yeah. So, was your Christmas all right?
Yeah, it was actually really nice. I was supposed to be taking December off. It took me a good 3 weeks to wind down. Yeah. And that was hard work actually. Trying to relax is tough. It's difficult. But no, once I've wound down, it's really good. Yeah, I got lots of time in the shed. Lots of things done I was trying to get done. I got to go online lots more than I usually am, which is lovely. yeah, and spent some more time with the kids, played a little games, done some jigsaws, started playing badminton at the gym and squash as well, not at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, loads of stuff actually. It's really good. And doing my very best to not think about work.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, it is. I have to keep telling myself off. Don't think about work. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Work? Yeah.
See, that's the difference. I was only saying this morning when I was talking about it, because I know your ears are burning, saying that for you it's very difficult because obviously you are the team, so to speak, at work. Whereas I work on the railway, so it's all about take time off.
Yeah. I can't really walk. Well, that's what the shed is for. The shed was supposed to be an M4H free zone. And it generally is, to be honest. I've done pretty well there. But yeah, I've still got M4H stuff all around me in the house as well. But yeah, hey, it's fine. I'm all right. I'm living the dream, mate. Living the dream.
Absolutely. Good.
How about you? How was your Christmas?
Yeah, mine was very good actually. It was nice and relaxed. It was just myself, my wife, and my mother-in-law over the Christmas period. We went and saw my daughter and the grandchildren. Timed that really well because it was they weren't too tired and they weren't too energetic, so they're sort of in the middle a bit. And we did because this year my daughter decided, because she normally goes to her mother-in-law's for Christmas. So it can be a bit of a battle to get time, which is fine. I haven't got a problem with that. But she chose to do her own Christmas this year. I think they've decided after Christmas Day that they're going to go back to the mother-in-law's next year because it's too much hard work. So we weren't allowed to go around Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. And my daughter's very much like, we must open presents with the grandchildren, but can't do that if you're not there at the correct time. So yes, we did that online, which was quite hilarious because we'd agreed a certain time, so we did a Zoom call, if you like, and it was inconvenient because they were watching something. So I was like, okay, well, I'll call you back. Then when they called back, it was inconvenient to us. Oh yeah, it was quite funny. But we did that. It was nice actually, because it allowed them to the grandchildren feel relaxed and do what they want to do, and climb over the back of the settee without worrying about if they're going to hit grandma or whatever. So that's all good.
Good.
So we did that. We had a nice relaxing dinner, which was the usual sort of Christmas fare, and then I've been pretty much in here most of the time. In one form or another. I've been very, very fortunate. So my wife's gone back to work now. She's been off 2 days, back to work now. So even more time for me to relax. And I don't go back until the 3rd. I think it's the 3rd, on the Friday. Going back for 1 day and then come a weekend off.
Well, you need some time to get over that day.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's going to be the hardest day ever.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So that was good. What about under the tree? What did you get? What exciting things did you get this year? Anything exciting modelling related?
No, nothing model related at all. It's not something that my wife would really understand or know what to get. Nothing under the tree whatsoever that was model related. Just trying to think, is that true? Yes, that is true. Nothing model related. Throughout the year, my wife will give me a tenner here, a $5 here, and I can save them up and then buy a big kit, which I usually do around my birthday, which I haven't done that this time. But I've got money saved up if I wanted to buy a kit. I've got so much stuff, mate. I don't want to. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I've said to myself, New Year's resolution. I told you this the other day. New Year's resolution: no more group builds in 2025. Right, apart from God,
right, yeah.
Apart from the one that I've already said that I'll do, and the one that you mentioned I should do as well. So there's 2 group builds, but no more. I just don't get anything done.
No,
I end up buying more kits to do the group builds, which is fine. But I just don't have any. I have to have a year. Say right, no, I'm going to focus on my own stuff. Well, we'll see how that goes, eh?
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. Because the things that I've said I'll do for people, like I've got this Romanian thing build. I said I'd do for my friend Ron. I haven't bloody done it, and so I need to do that. But there's no Romanian group builds coming up that I can fit that in. So I start thinking, well, maybe group builds are not the best for me at the moment. So, but yes, well, we're talking about group builds, weren't we? So yeah, I'll be joining the one you've been talking about.
That's the stitch up build.
Yes, that's right. Stitch up.
Yeah, so
that's
that'll
like
be
a lucky dip thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So so we'll cover that in a minute because we're going to talk about what plans we've got for next year, haven't we? So
what about you? What did you get under the tree? Anything purchased for you?
I got a couple of things. Yeah. I got this from my daughter. This little box.
What's in it?
So basically,
what's in the box, James? What's in the box?
I don't know if that's going to come out. There we go.
Nice. A cube.
So it's basically the size of my thumbnail, and it's like a cage. But inside the cage,
is a person.
Yeah. So this is 1/44th German submarine people. Submarine people. That's wrong.
Okay. Yeah. For your dio.
Yeah. So basically, one of the things I want to do next year is build a dio, and I needed some figures. So my daughter got them. She had them delivered and opened them up to make sure that everything was okay. And she really knows what she's looking at. And then went, "Do you realise how small these are, Dad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure they're quite small."
Yeah.
But even I was taken away because you open up the packet and they're like cages, a pack of cages, and you're like, "What?" But they've been 3D printed with a cage around them so they don't break. And the supports on the hand, if you can imagine, it's the hand of a 1 foot. I'll take some pictures so you can see. But the hand of a 1/44th sailor has got 4 supports on it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's more supports than there are fingers, if that makes sense. In thickness, I mean, not in actual physical fingers. But yeah, so that was one. Wow. The other thing you can see over my shoulder here is a small kit. It's the border a khaki flight bridge and flight deck with a Kate, and it's 1/35th. So that was going to be my recovery build from my outing to the hospital. Right. But obviously I didn't do it because it's a little bit complicated, because I don't want to just build that. I want to build decks underneath it. So it's a long-term project. I think it's going to take me about 2 years, maybe 3.
Wow.
So I've got the kit, and we're going to concentrate on the sections, if you like, first, the scratch buildy bits, and then we'll do the planes and whatnot.
Wow.
So yeah, so
that must feel very energetic to be able to want to do that. Then you must feel very.
I feel obliged, strangely enough, because I sat in the bed thinking about what I could do, what would be positive for me, etc., and I came up with this amazing idea, and and it wasn't until after the operation and I started to actually starting to plan it a little bit more and understand what it was going to entail that I suddenly went, "Oh my God, what on earth am I doing? This is stupid." Which is unlike me, because normally I would just go ahead and do it and then go, "Oh, you're an idiot." But I've mentioned to the surgeon and other people that that's what I wanted to do. So not that they're going to phone me up at some point and go, "You haven't done it." What? But I feel like I should. So yeah, I put that to one side. It's a goal that I'm going to do. I don't know when, but I'm going to do it. So, but yeah, so that's that. a big thank you to everybody that sent out the messages to us about Happy Christmas. We put up a post on all our social media bits and pieces saying Happy Christmas to you all. And these are the following people that said Happy Christmas back.
Wishing a Merry Christmas to Liam Barnett, David Farrell, Mike Gordy, Scott Gentry, Winston Gould, Keith's Hobby Place, Bruce Worrell, Michael Menas, Gary Marsh, Kevin Butler, Kenneth McFarland, Martin Hurst, Edney Scale Models, Rob Morrison, Dave O'Hara, Sean Bletcher, and any others that I may have missed, and I'm sorry if I've muddled your names along the way.
So a big thank you to you all.
You're going to edit that in?
I am. And that bit
if I hadn't said that, it would have looked like we'd done it on purpose, but you can edit this bit out of me saying you're going to edit that in.
Yeah, I'm going to edit that in.
Okay. Well, hang on. I can save this. Watch this. Merry Christmas to them too. Wow, it's wonderful. What a lot of people saying Merry Christmas. Very heartwarming.
That's good. Really good.
Yeah. Good at this. Professional.
We did it all live and we read it all live. And... yeah.
So 2024, huh?
2024. Yes, it's almost done. I want to talk to you about some highlights in a minute.
Okay.
But I feel it's ever so important that we do this.
Miss World Cup. Let's talk about the Miss World Cup. Boom.
Yeah. I've got mine right here.
Miss World Cup. Let's talk about
two.
the Miss World Cup. Boom.
Is it on loop?
I've done it again. Why is it on loop? Take that off loop. I've done it. I've taken that off loop. Remind me.
It wasn't me.
Next time, if it goes on loop, then someone's doing that on purpose. So what? Yes, the Moose rebuild. Where are we up to? What are we doing? Have we got an update?
Kind of.
Oh, okay.
Let's say kind. I can talk about it briefly. So it's right here.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. I don't think I need to make it into focus or change cameras because it's still the same as it has been last couple of months. But one thing, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I put the propeller for the torpedo on the front of the torpedo, and that's not where the propeller goes.
No.
Who knew? So I need to fix that. I need to paint the damn thing. Still, the interior is still intact, I hope, and it's still masked, ready for painting or airbrushing. It's not going to take me long to airbrush this and weather it up because it's weenie. The base is and the box is done hither. That's the riverbed. There's the Lego supports to hold the plastic in. It's all been sealed, so it's ready to receive resin. There's some fishes down there. Whether that's going to come out or not, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that'll work?
I think so. I think that'll work.
Do you think you'll be able to see that?
I think if you now we've mentioned it several times, I think people will be looking for it. So yeah, I think people will see it.
So yeah, and I got my resin to pour. Oh man, I'm really nervous about it. But hey, be all right, be fine. But I want to get that done. As soon as I've got these other things done, then I will move on.
Yeah,
I'll move forward. That's the Moosearoo Cup update. What about you? You working on it as well? Have you got any further?
Well, I've not got any further. However, all I can say is that your riverbed has inspired me to put more effort into my base. So my plan is actually today, as we record, this is Saturday. A couple of days ago, before this went out, because this will go out on Monday. Yeah, that's just confusing. But anyway, I go back to work by Friday of that week. So by Friday, my aim is to get the resin poured and the riverbed sorted, because I haven't put enough effort into the riverbed.
Okay. Well, you've got 2 submarines in there, so you put some effort in somewhere.
I have, but yeah, I need to do more.
Okay.
So I just want to tie up the riverbed a little bit, and then I'll pour the resin. But I want to try and get that done by the end of the week, because then I know it's done.
Yeah, then I can watch then and then see how it went, and then do mine.
Yeah, well, I think we're both scared of it, and I'm in a position to muck it up and not worry about it. And you're sort of under a little bit more pressure, so I think I need to actually bite the bullet and get it done. So,
well, if mine does go wrong and it messes it up and ruins it, then I've still got another submarine to mess up. So.
It's not a big deal, and you're not going to mess it up anyway. But
no,
I'm not. I'm fully confident that you're going to do it perfectly.
Okay,
because I'm going to muck it up, definitely.
Right.
And then that way, one of us has done it wrong, which is the whole idea of me building along with you. You see?
Yes. What can go wrong?
No, that's it. All I got to do is take the propellers off the back and put them on the front to match yours, and then
No, don't do that.
Oh, all right. No, I need to do that because I want to. I'm having a bit of a sort out in some respects, and I want to try and finish off hopefully before the year starts, so I know that everything's all new. So
there you go. That's the Mystery Cup then. Yeah.
That's the Mystery Cup. Thank you very much. More of an update than I expected, so that's good. So obviously, 2024 highlights for you. Have you got any highlights? Anything that stands out to you, and you go, oh. If someone says to you in 10 years' time, 2024, what was your highlight? What would it be?
Going around with you giving out the nuts. That was fun.
Yeah.
At Telford last year, this year. That was good fun. Saying, I like that. Sticking a nut on it. That was good fun. Whether other people enjoyed it, I don't know.
No.
But I enjoyed just jumping about, throwing stuff around.
It's always good to put your nuts on people's models.
I think so.
Looking at the reaction is good as well, or just a reaction of the person that the model doesn't belong to, going, God, I'm glad he didn't choose mine.
People were wondering what the heck we're doing. It was one thing, and no real negative reactions.
No, really. Well, we haven't had anything formally said to us in a negative manner, so
no, not formally. This is fine. We ignore the rumours.
Well, I was talking about nuts. Obviously, this is coming to the end of 2024. I promise, by the end of this year, to send out the nuts to the person who's waiting for his nut as a replacement, because I still haven't done it. I will do it by the end of the year. I promise. Gives me a couple of days. They're here. They're right here. Look. My golden nuts are right here. So I've got them on the bench.
Yeah. Get them out, man. Well, send them to me and I'll send them out.
Oh, no. Honestly, I'll do it. It's not a problem. My brain is, if I don't act on something straight away, then it's just gone. Totally gone.
We'll put it in front of you, maybe.
Well,
instead of to the side.
I'm going to move my nut. I'm just going to leave my nut there.
There you go.
In fact, I've got enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a few around.
Like Easter eggs. There you go.
So if I do that, whichever way I look, there's nuts everywhere. So it will remind me.
Well, also, if you want to, you're not allowed to move it unless you're going to be putting it into a post bag to send it.
Good. Yes. Good idea. Yeah, I'll do that today.
Was my highlight for the year. Well, so many cool things happened. So, loads of little fundraisers and things like that. Loads of shows I went to. No, I think Telford was the highlight, which is this is fine because that is usually the highlight of the year for me anyway. What about you? What was the highlight of the year?
Well, getting to a show was the highlight of the year. So Telford does actually sit right up there as well for me. Obviously, the year's gone by. I've been a passenger most of the year, just watching it all go past me. So
your highlight is not being dead.
Well, there's a positive way of looking at it. Yeah, that I can. Yes, I'll go with that. But no, actually, my highlight for me, obviously Telford is up there because it was great to see everybody and be able to have hugs. But my highlight is actually getting my room sorted.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So I've done a little bit of a reorg with EBMA organisation on the bench. I've got my lights finally where they need to be, rather than mic arms that can't cope with the weight falling, and having to tie them up and all God. It was all very higgledy-piggledy. So so I'm actually at the point now where I think going into next year it's going to be the happiest I've ever been in my room, because everything is just where it needs to be.
Yeah,
almost perfect. I think
you like to have everything all lined up and in the right places, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, the only downside is that obviously I've gone into my it must be correct attitude. So all my new drawers are all laid out lovely. The tweezers, I'll take pictures. But I will show you my tweezers because I'm just so impressed with my tweezer drawer. But this is all my drawers are like this now.
Okay.
So just to explain that for those that are watching on a podcast, so my drawers now have, I think I've got something like 15 sets of tweezers, different types of tweezers, but they're all laid out in a surgical manner.
Yes.
So that you can literally take out what you want and put it back. There's a little bit of higgledy-piggledy at the back, but that's because there was some over. That I don't use, but I've done it to my knives, I've done it to my nips, I've done it to my chisels. I've even get this right.
You lined your nips up.
I've got my nips all lined up, but hey, look at that! Doesn't that look gorgeous?
Yes, all your AK pens all lined up.
My AK pens have been put into a drawer using the. I'd love to say I made it. I didn't. That's how I just cut what was in the box and put it in a drawer, and it looks amazing.
It is. I mean, you said it yourself. It's surgical. It's incredibly surgical. If you were going into surgery, and you had your arms, you had your gloves on, right? And you can't touch anything with your hands now. It's all elbows while you're watching. Put your gloves on. You got your mask on. You go into the theatre, and then they have the patient in front of you and open up, and it's a model kit, right? You can say scalpel, and then you open your drawer, and then you've got a line of scalpels, all different sizes and blade types. You can get your scalpel, make your first incision. Step one, open the box.
So I'll yes. So this is actually, funnily enough, my scalpel drawer.
Yeah, it looks exactly like a surgeon would have.
So if you look, they've actually got all the different types of. I've got a handle with all the different types of blades on there. Because I went crazy and bought loads of blades when I was at Telford.
Yeah,
purposely because I got blades, but I can't remember what blades I've got. So the logic being, well, if I have a handle for the blade, I know what ones are there.
Right. Okay. That's one of the Morton ones, aren't they?
They are. Yeah. Which is handy because I didn't think about this. When I was under surgery, what I should have said to the surgeon before I went under was, don't throw those things away to be recycled. Can I have those? Just leave them in a bag. Don't leave them inside me because that'd be like a bit of a problem. But leave me a bag of the handles because I like handles.
Handles, all candles.
But yeah. So for me, I've now got all of that sorted. There's a few more drawers to be labelled and things to be worked out. But you know what the terrible thing? I feel so guilty about this. I watched a video the other day of a guy making a tool chest out of wood. He was a carpenter, but very, very, very clever, very, 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 very skilled. But he lined his drawers with felt. And
nice.
Why didn't I think of that? I can't do that now. I feel like I've let my tools down.
Why can't you line them with felt now?
Well, because I've made all the bits where they rest. It'd take an awful lot of effort, and it wouldn't look right.
Well, no, you can still do it with felt. You could still go. I cut little holes in the felt. Sorry, you could if you wanted to cut little holes in the felt with a template, and then just tuck the little spike bits that hold the tool.
To be honest, I think Andy's listening to this thinking himself. I can see James ordering more drawers.
Yeah. No, man, I don't know. Or how about this? You know, you can felt or put carpet down inside of model cars. Yeah, do that. Just take all the tools out, paint it all on PVA, and then basically flock the inside of all your drawers so it's nice and soft.
That's a flocking good idea.
Yeah, and then you can retool your drawers, and it'll be all nice and soft.
I could.
But the tools won't thank you for flocking your drawers. They won't line up and say we need to thank him for providing us with this.
No, but the problem is, as I open the drawer, they will give me that scowling look of you couldn't be bothered, could you?
The scalpels.
But no, for me, that is, and lots of little things as I've done the room, things that I hadn't anticipated that have actually been positive, not negative, which is unusual because normally it's the other way around. But so for those that might not know, I had hobby zone organisational things, of which I was going to get rid of, and I've repurposed them. Got new drawers from EBMA because they're deeper and I think they're better. That's my personal thing. And then obviously I realised that above the computer is a couple of shelves that I've built 3 times, and each time 3 or 4 months later that they bow because I'm just really shit at the carpentry. But I've managed to repurpose the hobby zone drawers to go in that space now, which I hadn't thought of at the time. Actually, it works a million times better. So yeah, it's just silly things like that. So for me, that's my highlight of 2024, and it gives me. I'm back to that point where I walk in the room and I go, I like being in here. Where I got to the point where I didn't like.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, that's great. That's brilliant because to make models and to do stuff, you need to want to be in this space, you know. And I know that you tidy up almost between every model or almost between every session that you do, don't you? Wipe down and tidy up and put stuff. Yeah. I don't. No, I don't. I like to put a few things away, but I don't go crazy. In fact, my shed needs to have a bit of a rehaul because I'm taking out this table, the desk thing, you know, the one that was on TV. Yeah. That's going into work, and then I'm going to put my old desk set up back in here. So I'm going to lose a little bit of storage space, but I'm going to be buying some more drawers and stuff. So, that's got to be done. So I've got to tidy up before I move anything.
Yeah,
you know.
But that's a good thing. See, when I leave the room, I like to make sure all the sharp instruments are put away. So obviously, having all the drawers surgically like that, I know if something's missing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it isn't super tidy, but it's tidy. But during that process, I've also managed to have to go through some things to make space. So the other good thing is I got myself an oil heater in here because I have a radiator that runs off the main house, but it's not great. And because it's underneath the desk behind me, there's not a lot of circulation. So now I'm actually in a warm space as well. Because I've got loads of stuff out and I've got that. And yeah, it's just loads of, anyway, I'm parking on. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's what it's about.
Wonderful.
So 2025 is just around the corner. What are you looking forward to? What have you got planned, baby?
I've got a build. I got a group build. I said I wasn't going to do any group builds, but I've got group builds that lined up that I said I was going to do. One of them is a Chernobyl build.
Oh,
yeah. So there's a Chernobyl special interest group that are going to be displaying this year for the anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster. Anniversary? Is that not don't celebrate it, do we?
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know what other word you'd use other than anniversary. It's not really a celebration by any means, but
birthday? No, don't know. But yeah, it's going to be 40 years, something like that.
Good grief, is it really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can't think this morning, but
Wow.
yeah, it's going to be a round number since the Chernobyl build. So there's going to be a build basically. And I'm going to do a helicopter, which I bought the kit for. The helicopter is going to be crashing into a crane wire. Yeah.
Wow.
Because just after the disaster, when they were cleaning up, one of the helicopters came down by hitting one of the cables. All 4 of the crew died, very sadly. But the diorama is going to be of the helicopter hitting the cable and shaking, but it's going to be in air, and the helicopter will be half shaken up already, but it'll be hanging from the cable that it's hit.
Gotcha.
And then on the base, I'm going to have the names of all the 4 people who died in that accident. But that'll be for the Chernobyl thing. So I'm looking forward to doing that this year.
Cool.
Got the kit up there somewhere. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to getting all my bits and pieces built. I'm looking forward to doing the Romanian build. Getting that done. I've got 2 BTR 60 PBs to do from Rubicon. So that'll be done. I'm really looking forward to getting this submarine finished and sent, and then just relaxing and watching the money coming in and the trophies and everything.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I can't think of anything else that I'm really looking forward to for next year. But probably lots of people are screaming at me like, I can't believe you forgot this thing we're doing. The way it is right now.
About 20
I just woke up, didn't I?
You said you'd get involved with us. I'm sure you did.
I'm looking forward to the 48 and 48
in
March. Which all the organizations already started, which is nice. I'm what else? That's it. That's all I can think of. You'll probably say a couple of things, and I'll go, "Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that."
Well,
there's new kits coming out.
There are some new kits coming out. ICM have already done their release for next year.
Yeah.
You got the Hampton in 148.
Yeah.
Which
yes,
I'm quite looking forward to that, and I'm 99.9% sold on the fact I've got to get one. So that'd be quite cool. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to do that, but yeah, that'd be nice. And there's some. I was looking through the catalogue yesterday, and there's some nice extras in there as well. There's lots of kits that have been put together into diorama boxes that they do, which is quite interesting. There's obviously they've got a Black Hawk out, which has come out this year, but they've got a couple of additions to that as well. Obviously Airfix will tell us in 15 days from us recording this, will tell us what they in theory what they're willing to tell us at the beginning of the year. So there's a few bits and pieces coming, I know. Well, I don't know, but I'm guessing there will be. For me, I'm looking forward to the 48 and 48 because that's a lot of foundation work done this year and will be completed this year, which will then go on for other years. But I'm aware of the bits and pieces that are going on that I'm not going to do with that other people have been charged to do. The website will be up and running in a couple of days' time. Which is the 48-48.org website. That'll be up and running, and that will be added to over the next month or so, with all the different elements of the page becoming live. All our donators will be on there for the year. Steph's got a special message going out to them in a few days' time, actually, in about 6 days' time, in relation to that. So I'll tell you more once that's been done. But yeah, got that to do. And then obviously really pleased that I've been a little bit organised this year with my group the model officers mess with deciding what sort of things we're going to be up to other than the 48. So that's all decided. But obviously the group build at the end of the year, which is the stitch up build, I'm super looking forward to. Almost as much.
I'll be joining that
list, because it was just a crazy comment idea that has got legs, and I think that's
yeah. Do you want to tell anyone about it?
Yes. So basically, what that stitch up build is it is sort of what it says, but basically we're gonna about a month before we're gonna put a post up about it. Anyone that wants to get involved will have to put their name down and tell us what sort of genre, what sort of model they like doing. And then once we've got all that information, we'll collate it. And then we will do a live program where we draw out people's names and draw out the genre of what they're going to build. And if we pull out the genre that they put down, and no cheating because we will check. But if you say I like doing tanks, then you won't be doing tanks. I'll tell you that right now. If it comes out as tanks, we'll put it back in out and pull it out again until we get something that's not tanks.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, there is going to be potentially another layer where we may sort of imply that you need to do a particular technique within the build as well. Mm-hmm. So to put some legs on that and explain it, what we might do is we might say to someone, say Johnny likes building tanks. So we pull Johnny's name out. Tanks comes up. No, not doing tanks. Figures comes up. But he might want to do a figure of someone sat behind a tank during night.
Okay.
So then he's got to paint that figure during the with dark colors and shadows and all that sort of stuff. Maybe he's got a little fire in front of him. Who knows? Mm. So we're gonna try and mix stuff up as much as possible. And actually, initially when we first thought about the idea, we thought, I'm not sure that'll work. But yeah, like I just said, if you think about it, if you start using your noddle and thinking about it, you can build a mosquito on a night flight quite easily. So,
yeah, it's got a lot of potential for a lot of comfort zones to be smashed.
That's the idea, is to really push the boundaries and take you out of your comfort zone, but also because it's a group build, we're all talking to one another, we're all sharing techniques and all that sort of stuff. And we'll do a few. What I haven't sorted out yet, but what I hope to do is do a few things prior to that within the group. Share a bit of information about techniques and whatnot. But what I'm really hoping to do is get some people that are really good with that sort of stuff involved with the group build, because then they can post up what they're doing, which will hopefully explain some other stuff to other people. Go, do you know what? I might give that a go. Because certainly talking to a few people, there were lots of techniques out there that were pouring resin. Scared, aren't we? I'm not going to lie. I'm scared to pour a bit of resin, which is silly.
But I don't want to ruin my table. I don't want to burn my shed down.
No, you know what I mean? So there's lots of things, lighting, paint effects, ground effects, dioramas, whatever, all those sort of things. They're all things in which we can achieve quite easily, just need a little support maybe. So that's the idea basically, is to try and create that sort of vibe within the group and within a group build. And I'm looking forward to it. I think that'd be pretty cool. We've not set a challenge with JMC yet for next year. I'm not sure we're going to. However, I do have a couple of ideas in which I've got to speak to Malcolm about, because I'm not going my usual thing of I got this great idea. I'll do that next week.
Okay.
But there's a couple of models. I mean, obviously, to build wise models, I am hoping to get some of the models I've been given as gifts to review and build done in the first quarter of 2025. I'm already I'm glad to say, started that process.
Good.
So that'd be good. That made me feel better. Not that there's any pressure for me to do it, but I promised. So
Right.
Anyway, and the only other thing which I'd really like to do next year is I want to revisit my elephant, my little elephant.
Oh yeah, I remember your elephant.
Well, there you go. So it's only a short one, obviously, because it's just a ramble about what we liked about 2024 and what we're expecting in 2025. Let us know what you'll be up to over the new year, and what plans you've got for the new year as well in the chat. But until then, I think we best say our bye-byes.
Bye.
Ta-ra!
Ta-ra. See ya. See you soon. Take it easy. Take care.
Oh, wow. Toodly pip. Why do that?
Toodle pip.